What's cracking with your snacking snacker stars? It is me, the BRE, the man, and the backwards hat, Brandon from the SAS, the Snack Food Appreciation Society, coming at you once again on a Tuesday for another edition of OTR. Today I am at Burger King to check out something a little bit cheesy with some bacon thrown in. That's right, their brand new alteration of an old school cult favorite. That's right, I'm going to try Bacon Cheesy Tots today on OTR. I'll be right back. You are looking live at Burger King on Germantown Road in Germantown, Maryland. You can't really see much of what's going downtown on the Germ today, but lots of cars going by as usual. Fairly busy road leading up to Frederick Road, which goes, of course, to Frederick, Maryland, and then Rockville in the other direction. As you can see, a lot of the same old signage from this Burger King that's been there for months, the sourdough burgers and the crispy chicken tenders. They also have an ad for the grilled chicken sandwich, which I have decided not to review at this time. Perhaps I will at some other point. But today, I'm here to check out something else at the BK, and that is in this little box right here that promises to be full of flavor and apparently is also password protected. Try hello you tasty little box of yumminess. All right, that's a hell of a password to open up and find the brand new version of an old favorite, and that is Cheesy Bacon Tots. $2.69 for 8 of these little beauties. Nice and golden brown. They appear to be a little bit more robust than the original Cheesy Tots, at least a little more rounded on all sides rather than kind of flat in the middle and rounded on the sides. Show you that one a little bit more closely. This looks like a little nugget of goodness, doesn't it? Sure does. Got a container of ranch over there. They're not too liberal with their condiments here. After one, you have to pay 22 cents, I think, per condiment, so I'm not really into that today. But I am into trying out these cheesy bacon tots. I'll be right back right after this to pop one or two in my mouth and let you know what I think about it on this edition of OTR. Alright, gang, I'm back here on OTR today to check out the brand new Bacon Cheesy Tots from Burger King, $2.69 from our local Burger King location, which they charge a little bit more for something sometimes. 8-piece, $2.69. Not a terrible deal by any stretch of the imagination. Show them to you once again, and then show one to you next to my noggin, the way I always do for a little bit of scope and size perspective, if you will. There you go. Nothing gigantic, just kind of a little morsel of fried goodness. Alright, guys. Doesn't really smell rather particularly bacony. I've seen some reports about the lack of bacon on these things already, so let's see if these are truly bacony or they're just some cheesy tots with a new name and a couple of extra cents on the price. At first look, there's not any bacon in there. Well, there's a tiny little hunk over here in the corner, I think. See that? But other than that, not a lot of bacon inside this actual tot itself. It has an artificial bacon flavor, though. Let's go a little deeper into this subject and see what's going on. There's yet another barely visible piece of bacon in there, and just the tiniest hint of bacon flavor. Before I get to the review on this particular product, make sure you stay tuned to OTR The Extra Mile right after this program. If you're a Patreon supporter and subscriber, you get to see me make something else with this particular product and something else at Burger King to make something completely new. What will it be? I don't know. You got to find out when everybody else does on The Extra Mile right after this. Anyway, the tots themselves taste basically like cheesy tots. Not a lot going on there. A little bit of flaky potatoiness inside that nice and crunchy, crusty sort of outer shell. Very cheesy. Very, very cheesy. But there is just the slightest echo of a bacon flavor in there. I mean, literally. Just a little bit. And it's kind of that artificial bacon-y type bacon flavor, you know what I mean? I've got a big truck coming in here, so hopefully it doesn't make too much darn noise. Anyhow, but that's what it happens when you're on the road, right? Anyhow, as you can see, as I dissected that tot, there was hardly any bacon of any kind in there whatsoever. Not a very good representation of something that's supposed to have bacon in it. That's for darn sure. Now here comes this dude with his car who pulled in with a lot of bass a second ago, so I'm sure we're going to hear some bass in a second. And maybe even get a copyright flag because he plays his music so loud. But that's okay. I'm talking about bacon cheesy tots. They're crunchy. They're cheesy. They're kind of potatoey. And they're slightly bacony. Slightly may even be too much of a word. There's a hint of bacon. There you go. Overall, though, a pretty tasty treat. $2.69 for 8 of them is not overextending the budget by any stretch of the imagination. So, is it worth buying? Maybe once to try, but I would rather just buy Cheesy Tots and drop the pretense of having any kind of meat in there whatsoever, because it just really isn't coming to fruition, guys. What do you think about these things? Let me know in the comments down below, but I'm going to go ahead and give them a 5/8 of a thumbs up, just because of the lack of true bacon flavor and the lack of any bacon whatsoever, honestly, in the product. It's very... I mean, I don't know. Is it stunning? No, because it's Burger King, and Burger King often disappoints. But it's just not what I was looking for in a bacon cheesy tot, guys. So 5/8 of a thumbs up here today on OTR. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about these things down below. I seem to be echoing the same thing that's been said by other reviewers like Dame Drops. These are, you know, they taste alright, but are they bacon tots? Nah. Not by any stretch of the imagination. There's that truck again, guys. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Let me know what you want to see in the future on OTR in the comments down below. While you're down there, spend some time in the description checking out our links to our social media exploits, like the Facebook group that you can join and become one of the coolest people in the world just by joining. Why don't you go ahead and take care of that right now while you're at it. Also, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check me out on Patreon. Like I told you, OTR The Extra Mile coming up right after this program on Patreon if you're a Patreon supporter. Then, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check out our Twitter and Instagram pages. Mine are at Brandon Reich SAS. And when you do that, make sure you use the handy hashtag Snack Society all day, every day. That way you know what we're eating, and I know what you're eating too. So make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Ring that bell to be notified, fans. And in the meantime, in between time, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.